Hey guys, what's up? Listen, you guys just finished making your lists. Well done. And now you're going to start inviting people to events. But let's be honest, we're trying to maximize efficiency here. And a lot of your friends may not be able to meet with you, whether they're across international borders or they say they're too busy. The best way that you can go about handling that is accommodating them, okay? So you're going to want to get them on a three-way call. The only way you're going to get them on a call is if you give them a reason to be there. Give them a reason to be interested in what you have to say. So the first thing you're going to want to do is pique their interest. This PS3 system is the system you're going to follow to get people on calls, okay? So when you're piquing their interest, it's just like the topic sentence at the beginning of a paragraph. You're trying to excite them for what they're about to read, what's about to come next, okay? So the first thing here I have written is financial wellness software company. This is the first thing you might want to do. One of many ways that you can pique their interest, okay? So there's something called the rule of reciprocality, okay? If I say, how are you? You're going to say, fine, how are you? If I ask you about your job, you're going to tell me about your job, and then you're going to ask me about my job. So do that. Build a relationship with someone, whether it's an old friend or a stranger. Get towards job. Ask them about their work. Naturally, they're going to ask you about your work. That's when you say, I work with a financial wellness software company. Notice how I said with, not for. You don't work for anyone. You're your own boss. You work in partnership with a financial wellness software company. Now that sounds pretty professional when you say that, so they might want to know more. They're going to say, wow, that sounds kind of cool. What is that? That's when you say, well, it's a little complicated. If you want me to break it down for you, get on Skype with me. There you go, okay? The next way that you can do that is here. It says side project. You can ask someone, hey man, would you be interested in a side project to make some extra money if it didn't interfere with what you're already doing? Now notice what I said. If it didn't interfere with what you're already doing, gives them a sense of freedom whilst being in the job, okay? It makes them think that they're not compromising their own agenda, that they could do this on the side and still make some extra money. Now note on top of that, anyone is going to say yes to this. If someone says no, it's because they're comfortable, it's because they're not money hungry. So that's also a good thing because it means that they have disqualified themselves. We are not looking for people who are comfortable. We are looking for people who are ambitious, okay? So when you ask someone if they're interested in a side project to make some extra money, they're either going to say yes and qualify themselves, at which point you follow up and get them on the call, or they're going to say no, and that's a good anyway, because then you move on, you realize that they're not worth your time. If they're not looking to make money, then they're not the person you should be talking to, okay? Third thing, would you be interested in a way that you can make and save money at the same time? Once again, everyone's going to say yes to this. No one would say no to an opportunity like that unless they're extremely comfortable with their level of finances, okay? So they're going to say yes. How would I be able to make and save money at the same time? Once again, you say it's a little complicated. Why don't you get on a call with me for about 30 minutes, either today or tomorrow, whenever you're free, and I'll break it down for you. Boom, you get them on the call, okay guys? Finally, and this is the one that I put a little star next to, simply because this is one that you might use with friends who wouldn't be able to trust you for business, okay? You have those friends that you know, if you talk to them, they would say, well, why would I listen to you? You're not making enough money. I know you. You're my very good friend. I know you're not a businessman. I'm not going to take your business advice, okay? So with those people, you're not going to approach them and ask them if they want to make money. Instead, you're going to say, hey man, I launched a business with my friends, and I really want your opinion on our products and services. I think they could really benefit you. So at this point, you're saying that you respect him enough to want his opinion on your products and services. You're not offering him anything. You're just saying, hey man, I would appreciate your support if you check out my products and services. Now, naturally, if they're your friend, they're going to say, sure man, I'll check them out for you, no problem. Okay guys? So these are some ways that you can pique people's interest whilst qualifying or not qualifying them. Once again, if someone says no to a side project, or they say no to being able to make and save money at the same time, they are too comfortable with their financial situation, and you don't want them. We're looking for people who are money hungry, okay guys? So these are the way you pique their interest. Now, their interest is piqued. They're interested in what you have to say. The next thing you do is you share your story. You say why you're involved, okay? Why you're involved could range from anything ranging from, oh, I hated my job before, to I wasn't making enough money, to I wanted to prove it to my parents that I could support myself without their help, okay guys? So whatever reason you had to get involved in Wake Up Now, you're going to share your story, you're going to say why you're involved. And after you say why you're involved, you're going to say what Wake Up Now has done for you, okay? You're going to say why you're involved, the reason you started, and then you're going to say how has Wake Up Now impacted your life since you started? Where are you now that you weren't before? What has Wake Up Now done for your life that you did not have before? And then finally, guys, we have a few good videos. Ask us, we'll send you some links. Find some good ones on YouTube. A really powerful, strong video. have it be brief. You don't want it to be too long. A very powerful video can really capture an audience, okay, guys? So share your story. Tell them why you're involved. Give examples, okay? Tell them that, I was with my family the other day, and it was so awesome how we were all about to go out to lunch, and, I found something on my Wake Up Now local app that helped us all save 20% on our lunch, you know what I mean? Give them examples where Wake Up Now is currently affecting your life in a positive manner, okay? Give them examples, guys. Products tell, stories sell, okay, guys? Give them a story. Finally, 3-way call. Guys, you can use Skype or Google+. We range between the two. We vary between the two a lot of the time. I personally prefer Google+, because you can have a lot more people on the call without needing someone to have Skype Premium. But whatever you do, it doesn't matter as long as you get them on the call. The call is going to involve you, your prospect, and an upline, guys. You always want an upline there. That's the reason you started the call. The reason you started the call was because you felt a need to give this guy an opportunity, and the best way that you can sell him this opportunity is show him someone that has enough experience that's going to close him, okay, guys? So whether that upline is me, Franz, Roy, Jacob, or someone way up our network, you're going to want an upline on that call, and you're not just going to stick your friend on the call with the upline, because then they're not going to feel comfortable. They don't want to talk to a stranger. They want to talk to someone who they trust. So when you get them on the call, first, you're going to edify your upline. You're going to say, hey man, this is my upline. His name is Franz. He's a total genius. He's been doing this, for a long time. He's really smart. He's moving faster than any of us. If I would take any leadership advice, it's from him, okay? So listen, my homie Franz, I promise you it'll be worth your time, okay? So then suddenly, he believes that you're a professional. He believes your upline is worth listening to. He will listen to your upline. On top of that, after edifying, you introduce. You edify, and then you introduce, okay? So after you've edified your upline in front of your prospect, you introduce them. You say, hey, Franz, this is my prospect, John. Yo, John, this is my upline, Franz. You guys are going to get along really well. Listen, if you have any questions, I hope you're comfortable asking my upline, Franz. He's really helpful, okay? So you've introduced and you've edified your upline to your prospect so that your prospect feels that he can trust everything your upline has to say, okay? So I'm quickly going to run through these things again. You're trying to get someone on a call with you, okay? The first thing you do is you pique their interest. You get them interested in what you have to say. You can use any of these things, okay? On top of that, after you've piqued their interest, suddenly they're curious in what you have to offer. Once they're curious, you seal the deal a little bit with a story. Remember, products tell, stories sell. Tell them why you're involved. Tell them why you started. Tell them how much better your life is now that you're in Wake Up Now, okay, guys? Because life is better. Life is better when you're in Wake Up Now. So tell them that. Share your story. After that, get on the call, introduce them and edify your upline, okay, so that they can have a comfortable talk. And then after that, guys, you're either going to follow up. If all these things work out and you get your prospect on the call, afterwards you're going to want to follow up, okay? You're either going to send a link of another video that's going to confirm things for them, or you're going to follow up in a way where you check up with them in person. Follow up with them, show them that you're still interested in them and that you still have a spot for them in your network, okay? And if you don't follow up with them, it's because none of this worked. It's because they said, no, I'm not interested in a side project to make some extra money. And you're like, okay, clearly you're not the guy I should be talking to, and you move on. So guys, you do these things, you follow up. If at any point in this the person cancels themselves out, don't worry, never dwell on the individual, okay? You have to have an abundancy mindset. There are 7 billion people in the world. If he doesn't see what you have to offer, move on, okay, guys? If you need any more help, please add me on Facebook. I'm really thrilled to work with you guys. Let's really go out there and get some people on these calls, okay? Peace. So, woo.